This drama is so dumb. I genuinely had to like double take on this drama. But anyways, yo, what's up? So recently there's been drama with OneyPlays, and when I tell you it's one of the most stupidest dramas I've ever heard. Like, it's so dumb, honestly. I honestly wouldn't find this drama appealing if it wasn't for the fact the main creator created Smiling Friends, which I honestly love Smiling Friends. But anyways, former associates of OneyPlays have recently came out and gone against OneyPlays and said that their experience with OneyPlays has been terrible. And honestly, there's a whole live stream about this, and it includes one of the associates named Ding Dong and the other one named Julian crashing out about OneyPlays essentially being a terrible person. And when you can hear my voice that I'm saying this with sarcasm, because honestly the whole accusations that they throw is kind of dumb. And honestly, the most valid criticism I've heard out of this whole drama is essentially that OneyPlays, when they created their game, which if you don't know about the game, it includes it's called Dream Daddy, which was a simulator that included a dating sim, that included a single dad going around the neighborhood looking for other dads, which Ding Dong and Julian, who were as well a part of the community, as well seen it as pandering, which I can see why would they think so. But besides that, I genuinely do not see anything else that they could have thought of that's a good criticism. And there's a whole live stream, and I'll play some of the live stream right now to see there's some of the criticisms against OneyPlays. But to be fair, it's completely stupid. It's like they don't know any criticism, and it sounds like they're either having a mental breakdown or having like a mental episode, or they're just being jealous of his success, which honestly is probably the latter, to be honest. But anyways, here's some of the live stream.
And wanting to kill people. It's weird that that's a consistent theme, huh? It's in more than one episode, even. The Hidden Worm Society running the government. That's why that shit is in there. You have to remember a lot of the people who were involved. You have to remember where a lot of these people came from prior. People just wanted to kind of automatically assume that if they stay quiet for long enough, their mentality has changed, even though they haven't. Man, I can go back to an example that's not even from the show. I only got to hear about this one because I don't watch the videos, but I had someone quote it at me, and I'd be like, why are you saying that, man? That's nasty as shit. I had somebody at one point say to me, like, I am bipolar, and I am autistic, and these are the things that I have, and these are the things that I deal with. And I was like, what are you doing?
Pisses me off. That's like, I don't know if it's my autism or my OCD or my Asperger's or my schizophrenia or my bipolar disorder, but that's
you want it all to look nice.
And they went, oh, it's a bit. And I was like, that's not a bit. Where did you even hear that one from? And they told me, and I'd be like, man, do you know why he said that? Because he's seriously just trying to insult people who have to deal with things like that. That's why I said, I'm confused why people weren't able to pick up on this. I thought it was really obvious. I thought it was really clear, because in the past, everyone did pick up on it. I don't know what changed. Did things just get bad enough in real life that this kind of thing just gets ignored now and people don't even realize that that's where it's coming from?
And even the sad part, the joke isn't even just like complex. Is literally in your face, and somehow Ding Dong has literally no clue on how the joke even is explained. Like, he is trying to make it seem like the joke is offensive when it's really not. It's really for people who just randomly say that they have a mental disorder that they don't have, and somehow he's made this idea that he's making fun of people with disabilities. Literally, this shows how just like either jealous or mentally enabled Ding Dong is. And I say this as not making fun of people who are mentally enabled. I'm saying what he is doing is stupid. That's essentially what I'm saying. And honestly, it's so sad that he was a part of OneyPlays, and because he was part of the game dev, in that game have not gained success that he's now jealous. Like, it's so stupid. And honestly, there's more to the live stream, and it gets more embarrassing than this. I promise you that.
Big shots at people over and over and over again. They did it to us too. They did it to another situation, and a lot of people found out about it later and figured out, like, oh, that's what that meant. I didn't really get it, but now I get it. Yeah, they've been doing that for a long time. If there's something they say in a video that doesn't make a lot of sense, they're probably referencing an actual person that they're hoping to hurt through one of their videos. That was why they brought up the tuba thing in the one video. That was them trying to take a shot at me.
That's just physics. Is that a big tuba? What is that? Oh, I'm horny. Let's go into it. Fuck. I'm not horny anymore. Now I'm horny. There you go. Damn it!
And they were trying to expose people to the fact that I was a furry. Then a few months later asking me if I'll record with them again. Which maybe was even partially trying to test the waters of, did you see when I called you out in front of everybody and tried to get you hurt?
You know, I had to watch this clip like 2 times to figure out what Ding Dong was even talking about. And to be honest, I still don't get on what he's even talking about in this clip. And even if I guess the joke is Ding Dong's a furry, so when they made that joke, they were making fun of him with the horn. I honestly couldn't tell you how to respond to this argument. I wouldn't even know how do you connect or correlate those two things together, or the mental process that comes with connecting those ideas. Because he's a furry and there's a horn, but I guess he just exposed himself for no reason, essentially. It's so dumb. I honestly, this drama is so stupid. I couldn't even think of a decent response to this whole idea, or this whole drama itself. But anyways, the next response is honestly the most craziest response, and I tell you, I genuinely had to use more than 2 brain cells to honestly try to comprehend on what is he trying to imply. And I still don't get on what he's implying, even if I think either this is a mental collapse in Ding Dong's psyche, or it's a mental collapse in Ding Dong's psyche. I'm genuinely not joking.
The videos or anything, but I sure as shit did see the Dustborn thumbnails and everything. That was not a mistake posting that during Trump's inauguration and everything either. Clearly it was backlogged. Yeah, the SJW thumbnails and everything. Gee, I wonder why this is going.
All right, everyone, try and watch this as I try to comprehend on what he's implying. So what is he implying is OneyPlays released the video on the same date as Trump's inauguration, or near Trump's inauguration. And what that implies, I don't know. I can't think of a decent response to any of that. That's so brain damaged and doesn't make any sense. Is he implying that OneyPlays is a Democrat or something? I couldn't tell you or even try to comprehend on what's the thought process here, because even if, what's the conclusion on what he's trying to say? Is he implying Democratic views, conservative? I don't know. I'm really trying to comprehend this drama, and it's so dumb. I won't sit here and lie to you, but anyways, that's my response to this whole drama. And I personally think this is the dumbest drama I've ever covered, and honestly, I may just make a part 2 anyways, probably later on if I feel like it. And honestly, to cover everything up, Ding Dong is completely mentally unstable, and I think we need to get a doctor for him. Yeah, that's my whole thoughts on this stupid drama, and I see you guys in the next video.